Hello and welcome to the channel Autumn's Boutique. I'm Autumn and today I'm going to be talking all about my favorite romance tropes. There's no hiding it. I read a lot of romance. It's one of my favorite genres. I love romance. I love it. So today I'm going to be talking about, I have a list of 8 of my absolute favorite romance tropes. And I'm gonna be recommending some books that I really like these tropes in as well, just for like reference and everything. And then in another video, I'm gonna be talking about my least favorite romance tropes. So hopefully look out for that video coming shortly, hopefully. My absolute favorite romance trope, nothing can top this in my opinion, is forced proximity. I think even when it's done not so great, it's still good, in my opinion at least. I absolutely adore forced proximity, and it's just, it's god tier romance trope, that is for sure. And whether it be enemies that have to work together or sharing the same bed or a room, anything of the sorts, I absolutely love forced proximity. Wow. And the book I have to talk about for this is The Worst Best Man by Mia Sosa. So this is about a woman who is left at the altar, and years pass and she now has to work with either her ex-husband or his brother who gave him the idea to leave her. So now her and his brother are working together, and I love it. I love it. It's just so fantastic. Such a good book. And segueing on from there, I'm going to be talking about none other than the workplace romance. I love office romances. I think there's something about it that just really works for me. And the one I'm going to be specifically talking about for this is Dating You, Hating You by Christina Lauren. Although there are so many good office romances that it was kind of hard to pick just one. And yes, I love this. Love a good workplace romance. So the next trope I'm going to be talking about is actually, okay, now that I'm thinking about it in real time, I think it's like my second favorite trope in all of existence. I absolutely adore this trope, and it is fake dating. I absolutely adore fake dating and like just the banter that comes from it. And the recommendation I'm going to be giving you is The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang. This does it so expertly, and it's perfect. It's such a good take on fake dating, and it's just, love it so much. So we have Stella, and she hires Michael, a male escort, to help her be better at sex. And yeah, that's all you need to know going in. It's absolutely phenomenal. Loved it so much. The next trope I'm going to be talking about is the enemies to lovers trope, or also known as hate to love. This is like just such an excellent trope when it's done when it's done well, and it can be so good, and like the banter that comes from it is just exquisite, and I love it. And the book I'm going to recommend is The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. This is just like, it's like excellent. It is just phenomenal. I loved their hate to love relationship. It was just so perfect, and their banter was so good. And this is the only reason I didn't pick this for workplace romance, because this is also a favorite of workplace romance of mine. It's because it's far superior in the hate to love aspect of it. And going off of that, this is going to be a complete 180, and I'm going to say the friends to lovers trope. I love a good friends to lovers trope. Now, don't get me wrong, this is probably my most temperamental trope, because when I don't like a way an author does a friends to lovers trope, it kind of just sets the rest of the book up for failure, in my opinion. I know that's a bit harsh, and so that's why I was a little hesitant putting it on this list, because it's such a opinion-based one for, well, I mean, I guess they're all opinions, but this is just such a, like opinionated one for me, because it can either be really, really good or really not good. And so that being said, the book I'm going to recommend for really good friends to lovers is My Favorite Half Night Stand by Christina Lauren. I think this is my second favorite Christina Lauren book, and my first favorite is another friends to lovers trope, and that's Other Words from Home. I guess that's childhood friends to lovers. Yeah, I don't know. But I adored this. This is about Millie. Her and her science bro friends all create dating profiles, and she creates a fake profile, kind of, sort of, and she gets matched with her best friend Reed, and you know, things unfold there. And I loved it. It was fantastic. Okay, so the next trope I'm going to be talking about is the forbidden romance trope. I love a good forbidden romance. I think it's just, there's something about our characters not being allowed to be together and then finally coming together. It's just so good to me. It's fantastic. Whether it's like the least dramatic thing, or they can't be together because of their parents or something, or they can't be together because they're gonna start a war, whether it's super high stakes or super low stakes, I love it all. I love it. And the book I'm gonna recommend for this is none other than Forbidden by Beverly Jenkins. This follows Ryan, who is a white passing male, and Edie, who is a black woman in 1860s in the South. So they're not meant to be together because of that, and things ensue, and it's perfect. It's beautiful. The next trope I'm going to be talking about is the grumpy hero. I love a good grumpy man. Especially when they're brooding and the tough guy too. That's just, all of that encapsulates my favorite male romance hero. Yeah. Especially when it's a grumpy male and then a soft, soft woman, and that dynamic where she gets him to come out of his shell, and I love that. And the book I'm going to be recommending for this is Take a Hint, Danny Brown by Talia Hibbert. I'll put a picture of it right here. I love them. They're so, their dynamic is, although he is definitely, Zafir, I think is his name. He is definitely not the grumpiest of grumps, but his grumpy attitude with Danny is really well, I guess she's got a really hard exterior, but I don't know. I love them, and I love them together, and they're just fantastic. And he's not really tough or he's soft, but he's also really grumpy, and that's what I love about him, because yeah. But then also, hold on. We have someone like Redford from Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert, who he's rough and tough. He's macho man, and he's a grumpy man. So also I have this book to recommend as well if you don't want a soft, grumpy man. Yeah. Okay, and my very, very last trope I want to talk about is the soft heroes, the soft boy. I know this is kind of almost in contrast to the one I just said once again, but it's not necessarily, no. You can have a soft boy that's still grumpy. Yeah. In this one, I'm going to be talking about Tom from 99% Mine. He's not the softest of soft boys, that's for sure, but he's just very nice, a nice boy, just very nice. Yeah. He's not particularly grumpy. I also love this example because we have, what's her name? Darcy? Yeah. And I also love this example because we have Darcy, who's a very, very hard exteriored woman, and she's a very badass character, you know? And he just like balances that so well, because like here she is being like the strong individual. She's super independent and very like hard exterior, and then we have Tom, who's a very like soft boy, very nice, kind, very sweet, soft and sweet, you know, soft boy, yeah. And I just, their dynamic is, it works so well together, and they're just, this scenario also creates for really good banter, which I really like. Honestly though, grumpy hero and like softer woman also is really good banter. I don't know. I love good banter. That's like the most common theme you'll see throughout my favorite romances. It's the banter. I love good banter. So that was 8 of my favorite romance tropes. I might, cause you know, as I read on more, I'm finding more tropes that I like, and like more like specific niche tropes that I like, and you know, things like that. So I might end up making another video, like an updated video of this in the future, but we will see. But yeah, for right now, those are my 8 favorite romance tropes. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching. I would really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed, and I will be hopefully posting my least favorite romance tropes in the near future, so keep your eyes out for that one. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye everyone.